My heart and my mind is very heavy. A few people that I love and hold near and dear to my heart and soul lost people that were very close to them in the past few days. A friend of mine lost a cousin. A friend of mine lost a brother. Another friend of mine lost his wife. Another, uh, basically family. I think he is family. Lost his son. So initially, I was going to. I already knew what scripture I was going to read out of Circle 7. This was the same scripture I read when I was trying to cope with a friend of mine passing. But um, when I opened it, I dropped it. I've been in the process of trying to catch myself all day long. I've been kind of disoriented. So when I opened it, I dropped it and it opened to another scripture. So I'm going to read that one instead. Because at first I was like, no, I'm still read mine. But I was like, no, read this one instead. So Um, when John was 12 years old, his mother died, and neighbors laid her body in a tomb among her kindred in the Hebron burying ground and near to Zachariah's tomb. And John was deeply grieved. He wept. Matheno said, "It is not well to weep because of death. Death is no enemy of man. It is a friend who, when the work of life is done, just cuts the cord that binds the human boat to the earth, that it may sail on smoother seas. No language can describe a mother's worth, and yours was tried and true. But she was not called hence until her tasks were done. The cause of death are always for the best, for we are solving problems there as well as here, and one is sure to find himself where he can solve his problems best. It is selfishness that makes one wish to call again to earth departed souls. Then let your mother rest in peace. Just let her noble life be strength and inspiration unto you. A crisis in your life has come, and you must have a clear conception of the work that you are called to do." I like that one better. That was better. And that was from the Circle 7, chapter 4, verses 1 through 7. Again, I put the GoFundMe pages in the comments. Unfortunately, some of these individuals were not prepared to bury their loved ones. My friend was not prepared to bury his brother, so here's the GoFundMe link for Justin. It's called Burial. Can't talk. Burial for Justin. Again, my brother was not prepared to bury his wife. So there is a burial for Dee Dee GoFundMe as well. I'll be having those posted in the comments once I figure out how to do that. I'm still learning how to do technical things. And that's what took a lot of the time today, learning how to do technical things. But I just wanted to, light one up and say one in commemoration to these individuals because they're important, and they're important to the people that are important to me. So that's that. So without further ado, let's get started on this planetary forecast, y'all.
I am intentional. I am intentional. Yes, I'm invincible. I am intentional. I am intentional. I am intentional. I am the one. Yes, I'm invincible. I am intentional. I am the one. I am intentional. I am the sun. I am intentional. I am the sun. I am intentional. I am the sun. I am original. I am the one. I have ambition. I am consistent. People don't cross me without my permission. I am the one. I am the one. I am the one. I am the one. I am intentional. I am intentional. I am the one. Distant. People don't cross me without my permission. I am the one. I am intentional. I am the sun. I am the one. Cross me without my permission. I am the one. I am intentional. I am the sun. I am original. I am the one. My journey is it. My journey is it. No competition. Cross me without my permission. I am grateful for all I think if I am unique. I am complete. I am everything that I wish to see. I am unique. I am unique. I am unique. I am complete. I am everything that I wish to see. I am unique. I am unique. I am unique. I am complete. I am everything that I wish to see. I am unique. I am unique. I am unique. I am unique. I am complete. I am unique. I am unique. I am unique. I am unique. I am complete. I have ambition. I am consistent. I am complete. I have ambition. I am consistent. People don't cross me without my permission. I have ambition. I am consistent. I am unique. I have ambition. I am consistent. I have ambition. I have ambition. I am consistent. I have ambition. I am consistent. I am the one. I have ambition. I am consistent. People don't cross me without my permission. I have ambition. People don't cross me with. I am unique. I am the one. I am unique. I am unique. I am complete. I am unique. I am unique. I am complete.
Oh, okay, bet. So you can still hear me. That's what I just wanted to make sure that you could still hear me. So, I'm trying to get fancy for y'all. With y'all, we're about to go over the planetary forecast, how we started the day. So today we started off the day with the Sun in Cancer in 11th house Gemini, Mercury in Cancer 11th house Gemini, Lilith in Cancer 11th house Gemini, and Ceres in Cancer 11th house Gemini. So Gemini gang, we have four of our local placements in that space, creating a energy of stability in that 11th house, which is your humanitarian pursuits. These are usually like in the vibes alongside of what spirit tells you to do, what spirit tells you should be doing, etc., etc. But it definitely is your humanitarian uh, pursuits, what you're doing for the world, what you're doing for tribe, your community, your neighborhood. You're developing your own government, or if you're an infiltrator and that's your space and place in this realm, what are you doing for the state government, etc., etc. Gemini energy ruling over that house means that you're going to be in multiple different places. You're going to be able to see multiple points of view in that realm. Definitely tap into your intellect in this space. You have the wisdom, go on and meditate on that joint, let it come to you, and stand in your power with that. Because one thing you know about Gemini, when a Gemini talk about something that they think they know, they say it with such conviction and they walk with such conviction. And for those of you guys who are still walking with your shoulders crouched and yourself in fetal position, stop doing it. Don't do that, because that is telling yourself you're not standing in your power when it comes to your 11th house energy. Also, Cancer vibes definitely tapped into the maternal energy. So what we're doing for our community right now is coming from the nurturing aspect. Think of things that are nurturing. What's nurturing to you? What's motherly to you? That means that I need my men and my female. Is that a thing? I need my men and my women bodies, my earth suits that y'all in, to tap into your masculine and feminine energy. Because regardless of what body suit you in, you got both energies. So tap into those energies, tap into your feminine energy. All my male body suits, go on and tap into that feminine energy and ask yourself, what is nurturing to you? What is providing nurturing energy? What feels good? What feels motherly? What feels like that warm hug? That is the energy that it's time for you to start giving out. I would love to see more men tapped into that motherly energy and applying it to other men. Um, It's very important. One, because y'all don't get that to yourselves. And because y'all don't give it to yourselves, y'all ignore that part of your life, and there's obviously hella imbalances there. So, in your humanitarian pursuits, what you do for tribe and stuff is going to have to involve you tapping into that energy. So, you can either, rise above these cosmos and do your will. You can stay below these cosmos and still do whatever you want and repeat whatever patterns you keep repeating with, not attracting your tribe, still feeling alone, still attracting dustiness, still in those at that job, in that house, in that neighborhood, with that car and all that stuff that you don't want, that you don't like, that you don't appreciate, because you're not walking in appreciation to do more, because it's more than physical, it's also cosmic, metaphysical. You know where I'm going with this. But that's what we have. We got the four gang and this energy. Just to let you guys know, reminder, your sun is your ego. So even your ego is like, yeah, I'm with it. Your communication, expression and communication, not just like me talking at the mouth. It could be you writing, it could be your paintings, it could be your dancing. If you do interpretive dancing, it could be sculptures, it could be jewelry making, it could be movies, television shows, your episodes, webisodes. A lot of you guys don't even realize it, but a lot of you healers, we all make videos along. We be repeating each other like every week. And some of us don't even watch each other. I watch a lot of y'all. I watch a lot of y'all before. Well, I watch a lot of y'all after I do my planetary forecast, so I'm not influenced. Sometimes I catch. Sometimes last week I'll be reflecting on last week's videos that I watched. But yeah, communication, expression. It's the telepathy. It's my body language. Me looking at you, me reading me. Whatever expression, any form of expression. All right. Lilith, this is your trigger. You guys are going to be triggered into this space. The word trigger isn't always a negative. I'm angry. Trigger can also be triggered into like wanderlust or, ooh, I'm so excited about this. Ooh, I really want to do this. Right. So Lilith can be in that space as well. Now, if you rising below the cosmos, then maybe you're gonna be triggered on a different level. It ain't got nothing to do with me. That's your business. Okay. And then Ceres is your wounds, right? These are no, these aren't your wounds. This is the nurturing energy. This is nurturing. Which actually, gets more in detail with what nurturing consists of. Agriculture, feeding people, not just physical food, but also food for the soul, food for the body, food for your multiple selves. Think about the different forms of nutrients and foods that you need for each self. Maybe one of those might trigger you and be like, oh, I want to provide this kind of food to my people. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It made sense to me when I said it. In fact, it made really good sense. Also tapping into your mother figures in your life, tapping into your matriarchs, being around your matriarchs. A lot of energy surrounding matriarchs right now. And just hold them close, listen to them, record your conversations with them. Um, take videos, take photographs, ask them questions about your lineage, all of the different kind of things. All of it is so important. Sometimes you got to be a counselor to your maternal figures. Sometimes you got to just ask certain questions, like, how'd you deal with this? How'd you deal with that? How are you dealing with it now? It doesn't hurt to have those kind of conversations. It might hurt them, it might trigger them, it might do a little something for them, but you know, that seed, it really does go a long way. I've done it many times to individuals, and when I initially engaged in the conversation, some of those conversations, they got upset with me, started asking me why I was asking so many questions, got defensive, whatever, whatever. But it is what it is. And just to remind you guys, Ceres is an asteroid. It's also known as Iris. It is a dwarf planet. It's also considered a dwarf planet, more so a dwarf planet than an asteroid. And it spends 4 months in each sign. So that's that. That's what we got in Cancer 11th house. See, I'm gonna have like background music playing as we go to the next planetary placement. I can't see none of y'all comments right now because I don't have my dual screen set up anymore because I don't have enough space for it right now. So I can't see your comments until I finish this part, and then I got y'all. Promise, promise. All right, we got the moon sitting dolo. Come back, moon. Where are you going? Anyway, the moon is in Sagittarius 4th house, and that house is ruled by Scorpio energy, and that's the moon that we're dealing with right now until we enter that Capricorn full move gang. Anyway, The moon is your internal self, feminine self. Sagittarius, expanding your mindset, philosophy, traveling. If you want to travel, you might feel energy inside yourself to travel. It may not always just be like, oh, I gotta go across this country or I gotta go to another country. It could be just you going to the next city over, the next county over, or you just going outside for a nice little stroll. Anything to expand your mindset, expand how you operate. And this is in the fourth house, excuse me, which deals with communication. It deals with intellect. It deals with community, all those fun things. So you're probably going to be engaging in community in this realm of things whenever you're outside traveling or something. Maybe it's like a soul tribe that you like to communicate with. I know I definitely spent my morning communicating with multiple people. While I made all this stuff up, trying to like find some grounding. Like whenever like I feel some type of way, I'm like, you know what? Let me just start some like conversations with people. I'm like, just get me in my space. And this is ruled by Scorpio, so you're like, this is the powerhouse. This is what's gonna get you power. It's also what's gonna provide you transformation in space. A lot of transformation happening in people's fourth houses, your community, how you communicate, and your intellect is experiencing lots of transformation, and it's also going to become your power. And I see a lot of you guys doing that, especially like I like to always go back to my like social media timelines because you guys are so in tune with the cosmos, which is why I intentionally added you guys on my page. But it's like the conversations are changing, the way you guys are conversating are changing, and I can tell some people are choosing to stay within, stay below the cosmos, because what they'll do is, and I pointed this out, I was like, you guys expand your mindset, but then you turn around and have the same kind of conversations, but now you're having it with more enhanced jargon or vocabulary, like spiritual jargon, and it doesn't make the conversation any better. It's still a low vibrational conversation, and it's okay to have those, like 3D self, 2D self, 1D stuff. It still exists no matter how high you rise. It's just like when that becomes like your everyday, all day long conversation, it's like, all right. Mm. But that's what I have for you. So you go ahead and keep expanding your philosophy, tap into tribe, and walk in your power in that. Keep creating those transformations in that realm of yourself. And that is always fun. Now we're going to the next part of space to find the alignments of the cosmos. Yeah. Oh, also happy 7-Eleven to all my moles out there. Gang, gang. If y'all didn't know, 7-Eleven is when my man's, what's his name? Tariq Ibn Zayed was like, yeah, Spain, this is my house now. I'm the captain now. Look at me. And I was like, yeah, get that shirt. Because I was there. It's like, no, I wasn't there. I was on the other side, like, there they go fighting again. There they go. They're doing moving slow. That's why it wouldn't let me download it. It just let me share a screen. I didn't realize we was moving this slow into the cosmos, which is okay. And I'm glad that I got this done the way I did it, because this is going to be the blueprint moving forward for our planetary forecast, which I'm very excited about. Growth is always the answer. Growth is always, Oh, there we go. We about to enter Gemini. We in Gemini, y'all. Gang, gang. We got Venus in Gemini in the 10th house, ruled by Taurus, and Pallas in Gemini in the 10th house. Uh, how we get from Cancer to Taurus? Let me see. Because I just be doing stuff. Pallas? No, it's Taurus. So Venus is like, it's your self-esteem, it's your pleasure-seeking sensor. It's what makes you feel good, right? And it's sitting in that expression. And again, a lot of you guys have been aligned with this, talking about your love, what you want out of love, what you deserve out of love, what you're willing to do and not willing to do. And this is in your 10th house, your midheaven house, the house of achievements and aspirations. So in this moment, you guys are actually manifesting these things that you're speaking on them, because this house is ruled by Taurus, and Taurus is most definitely the energy of manifestation and materialization. So these conversations you guys are having, talking about what makes you feel good and what you want to have and what you would rather have, you guys are in the space of materializing, basically. So keep doing it. Palette is your wisdom. It's your talents in the arts and self-defense, still communicating those things. All right. And then just let you know that Cancer is totally wrong right there next to the 10th house. It's Taurus. Forgive me for the typo. I did not realize I did that. But again, like your wisdom, communicating those wisdoms, communicating those talents, all those different things. You're materializing all this stuff for you. I spoke to a goddess yesterday. I was like, yeah, I want to start painting and doing all my business and blah 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 blah. I was like, do that shit, sis. So more than likely her speaking that she spoke it and it's about to be materialized. And that is so exciting. And I'm so happy for her and excited. And I can't wait for y'all to see her art because it is popping. So yeah, tap into your self-esteem. Like what makes you feel good, what gets you going, like what do you like and stuff like that. And that's what's gonna materialize because you're tapped into the Venus. Oh, it's like moving slower than the video is supposed to be, which is cool. Than I thought, because I thought I was gonna have to like speak real fast and do all this stuff, but every second is like 10 seconds. I won't complain. I'm gonna take it. It gives me time to talk. I love hearing me talk, right? Murphy's Law been beating my ass for the past 2 days, and it's okay. I'm not finna. So now we're traveling through the cosmos, y'all. Is you ready? Is you ready? Is you ready to get to the cosmos? Hey, is you ready? Is you ready? Is you ready to get to the cosmos? Cause we gonna ease on down, ease on down, down this, ease on down, ease on down, down it, ease on down the Milky Way. Where we going, ayy? Where we going, ayy? What zodiac energy we going to? Ayy, we in Taurus energy now. Gang, gang, all about materialization, pleasure seeking. What makes you feel good? Okay, so Mars is your energy of motivation. That's what gets you going. Uranus, that's the energy of progressive change your life with this. What you motivated with, it's gonna change your life, cuz. And that is the path of the moon. And it's like, if you follow the Kabbalah, definitely tells you like you follow this path, this tells you a lot about your life. I really want to make a post and find out who else has the same true note as me, because they say your true note is actually your soul tribe and you guys are actually going through the same lessons together. So if y'all want to put y'all true note in the comments, maybe y'all can find y'all soul tribe. Mine personally is an Aquarius, trying to learn how to detach because I internalize everything. That shit is tiring. So tiring. This morning I woke up and I was looking at all the different conversations going on in my phone, and I was like, yeah, it's time to detox, detach. The ninth house, that is the house of philosophy, education, more so foreign education. So something outside of where you were born at, your personal self. Traveling most definitely, and as ruled by the Aries energy. So you got that motivation materializing and that philosophy and traveling. New beginnings is ruling that house, so new beginnings is going to come out of you tapping into that philosophy. But what do we know about new beginnings? When you tap into the new beginnings, something gotta go behind you. I'm telling you, especially for my people that I gave my condolences to earlier that lost people in their lives. There's new beginnings coming for y'all. That 10th house, the house of achievements and aspirations, being ruled by Taurus energy. You're definitely going to materialize tapping into that true no energy. Definitely, definitely. Very exciting. We tapping into the cosmos, materializing in the Taurus energy. I'm gonna get better. I gotta get somebody to make me a theme song. I'll just make my own theme song, my own little game show background. Like, we going through the cosmos. Hey, right now we in Taurus, materializing what makes us feel good. Hey, hey. Now we're traveling again. Where are we going next? Hmm. This is a 3-minute video, and we've really been sitting here doing this for like 20 minutes, and I ain't even mad. It's cool. It's cool because time is on my side today. You know what happened? So on Saturday, I was with my crew, and I was like, all right, Monday is the day that I'm going to organize myself, organize my space. Womp, womp, womp. So when I woke up this morning, oh, we in Aries, gang, gang, new beginnings. All right, I'm gonna put a pin in that conversation. Anyway, ascendant. That's your mask. That's what you give to the world, and that's what you think the world expects of you, and that's also what you expect of the world. So right now, you expecting new beginnings. You're expecting new beginnings in yourself and other people. And Jupiter is like, hell yeah, because new beginnings is where you're gonna get your luck and your traditions and all that fun stuff from. So go on and tap 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 that ass. And Chiron is like, yes, because this is how you're gonna turn your wounds into your motherfucking superpower, which is such a fucking divine alignment because I definitely read that book last night. And I woke up heavy as shit, but that was definitely a moment of turning a wound into a superpower. Mm, knowledge for that ass. And then Aries, aka Iris, is over here like, there's going to be a lack of harmony a little bit, and the Aries energy. In fact, Aries is in the mutable part of Aries, so it's towards the end. It's gonna be a little discord or a little disunity or whatever. But it's cool because that's gonna bring the new beginning. Like they all working together. Aries gonna bring the chaos. Chiron is gonna be like, nah, stop crying, cuz that's the Superman cape. And then Jupiter is like, we finna give you luck, son. And then Ascendant is like, yeah, this is all in divine planning. And then the eighth house, we already know is the house of transformations. That's the Scorpio house. That's the house of, death and rebirth. My condolences to those who really lost someone in their life. My condolences out to Japan because y'all definitely lost a prime minister. But in the shooter's defense, the prime minister did steal his mama's money. So, you know, dishonor in the words of SOAD. Anyway, so and then you got the eighth house being ruled by Pisces. You have a little bit of the eighth house in Aries. All right, cool, whatever. You know how the boundaries, the borders are. They're a little funny. They're a little funny or whatever. But you have this Aries energy, which is bringing on the new beginnings on the transformation ride. But then you also have Spirit, which is that Pisces energy, bringing on the energy of duality, tapping into Spirit, tapping into your intuition. Are you going to go with the flow, or are you going to go against the grain, or are you going to create your own waves? Because fuck what everybody else is doing. That's what I like to do. That's the hard headed in me, cause I'm a motherfucking earth energy. I like that one. That was nice. But yes. So this is what we have sitting in the Aries. 4, which you know is a number of stability. Gang gang. That's my favorite number. So uh just go ahead and hug these new beginnings in your life, basically, because it's gonna bring you where you need to be. It's 4 energies in the spot. So, like, I mean, you could try to fight against them if you want to, but you're gonna get your ass beat. Like, I'm being a corner like, stop. He needs some milk. It wasn't ready. Stop hitting him like that. Well, like, please don't fight against the cosmos. They bigger than you. So now we going through space on Saturday. I said Monday was my day of rest. And guess what? I woke up and guess what? It wasn't. It was a back and forth fight because while I was trying to make it my day of rest, it really wasn't being my day of rest because my mind was on the planetary forecast. My mind was on comforting my people that lost somebody and showing them, my solidarity with them on this planetary forecast. And then my mind was on cleaning my house. And then my kids was like, we gotta eat. And mom, you said that moms feed us. That's what they do. At least that's what the star said at Sharon. And I was like, you're right. I guess that's what moms do. They feed their kids or whatever. So then I fed them. And then my dog was like, yeah, I see you feeding them and everything, but I need to go for a walk because I got to take a piss. And so I had to do that. And it was just like mad stuff. But anyway, Saturn is an Aquarius. And that's all about social stuff and all the challenges with social stuff. See, like divine alignment with the conversation, right? All the shit I had to do for everybody. And I was like, damn, this is rebellious to how I said I was going to spend my day. But yeah, Saturn is the energy of your planets, your fears, challenges, things like that. Is really like life lessons that you need to learn in this space and time, and it's just absorbed to these Earthlings as fears and the planets hate you, but it's not. Not if you're tapped into your own, space. Now, if you would tapped into somebody else's, and somebody else's space is really hell bent on oppressing you and depressing you and all that fun stuff, then yeah, no, it's not gonna. Saturn is not a fun place for you. But if you're tapped into your own self and your own reality and what feels good to you and what you want to do and when you want to do it, then that's different. This is in the sixth house. This is involved in your health, wellness, and daily routine. So whatever challenges and stuff you got, like if your Monday was like mine, it was definitely tapped in the sixth house because that's a regular ongoing thing in this house. It is ruled by Capricorn, which is the energy also materializing, but also structure and authority, right? And that's always exciting. So just definitely feel like, you wanting to rebel within your the daily routine that you've been have going on. Maybe you want to do something different in it, whatever, what have you, and that is okay. I definitely want to do something with my daily routine. I really want to live in the woods and just live and breathe and just relax without the economy. I'm so tired of the economy. This is like the biggest, most tiresome spell ever, and nobody wants out of it. Even my spiritualists don't want out of it. They want to dive themselves deeper into it. It's crazy. Y'all. My mom at the door. Hold on 1 second. You alright? Why'd you tell me that? What was she trying to get in the house? So okay. Jesus Christ. Anyway, moving on to the next planet. Dun, 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 dun. Where are we going next? Also, welcome to the season of, according to West African mythology, it is the season of the judge. I do love to judge. I am personally an INFJ. I used to be ashamed of judging because I was around people that would make me feel bad about it, but fuck them. Anyway, Pisces gang gang. We got a three-way. We got a little threesome happening in the Pisces zodiac. You got Neptune, which is the energy of spirituality, intuition, and tapping into that space. Then you have Juno, which is like your hidden talents, like those things that you ignore about yourself that you're really good at. But it's also about loyalty, wounds, your needs in a relationship, marriages, and unions. And then Vesta. Vesta is like, what do you do when you're not having sex? That sexual sacral energy. Me, I like to manifest things. I like to make music. I like to make art. I like to make jewelry. I like to heal people. That's what I like to do when I'm not doing the sex. So these three-way energies seem to have a lot to do with that area in your space. As far as tapping into spirit, Juno being about marriages and bonds, and Vesta being about, removing the sex from those set spaces. And this both Neptune and Juno are in the eighth house of transformation, which also deals with sex, death, rebirth, and all those fun things. And that's owned by Pisces, which is in the intuitive spirit. And again, coming back to my Facebook and Instagram timeline, I see you guys really tapped into that space. And then Vesta's in the seventh house, which is ruled by Aquarius energy. Seventh house being the energy of balance and fairness. Um, Usually one-on-one relationships, right? Some of you guys who are in relationships, you might find yourself not wanting to have sex in those relationships anymore. And it doesn't have anything to do with you not being attracted to them, and maybe you want to have sex with someone else. It's probably more so you're tapped into this Vesta energy, and there's other places for that sacral energy to go, and it can't just be getting dumped into vaginas. Like, it's just not the space for it anymore. Also, these energies, transformational energies, there's transformation in the sex life of women everywhere right now because of this Roe versus Wade overturn. And then we started bringing up the what was it? The love versus, I forget. Huh. Y'all know what one I'm talking about, but that conversation started coming up again too. So I'm very excited for this area in our space in life where we start tapping more into spirit when it comes to our relationships, because lately we've kind of just been imitating the energy of our oppressor. Like, our oppressor wants to own us and control us and tell us what to do and who we can and can't talk to and what hours we should sleep and what hours we should do this, that, and the third. And if you keep it 100 with yourself, that's kind of how you treat your partner, or you have treated your partner, and it's also how you treat your kids. And so this oppressor in your life is essentially just a reflection of you and how you treat other people. Um, so once you start to do that transformation, more transformations will come, I shed. So now we're going through the cosmos. We're going to another place of space. So now we're going through the cosmos. What zodiac energy are we gonna tap into next? I don't know what zodiac energy we're gonna tap into next, to be honest with you. My money is on like Capricorn. Let's see. Did we tap into Capricorn? I don't know. This place is far wherever it is. I don't know. This place is far. Oh, I was right. We is a Capricorn gang gang. That was a good guess. So Pluto is tapped into Capricorn. Pluto is an energy of transformation, sex, death, and rebirth, and it's sitting in that law of authority. You find that a lot of death happening in the law of authority, whether it's your authority figures in your life, the authority figures, Japan's prime minister that be stealing people's mama's money, all that stuff. But but it leaves room for rebirth. It leaves room for new infrastructure and things like that. And that's one thing that I'd be trying to tap into with the spiritual community, is just because we want to do away with this structure, it doesn't mean that we about to be out here being lawless and just doing whatever fuck we want. We have to create new structures. So for those of you guys who are L's like myself, it is our duty to create the new laws and the new structures and the new disciplines. I know our little whiny babies in the back that want to remain lawless call us gatekeepers and judgmental, whatever, whatever. But that's cool. They can keep doing that. But this is our place to do it. What I say to people is start journaling those downloads, because it's time for us to create our own Bibles. And you're going to attract your tribe. More than likely, it won't be the lawless spiritual babies, because they're lawless. Like, let them go, whatever, bye. But for those who are seeking discipline, who are seeking structure and fellowship within that, they're going to gravitate to the discipline that you come up with. They're going to gravitate to the laws you come up with, the commandments, whatever you want to call it. And we're applying that to the sixth house of daily routine. So, gang. The midheaven, which is the energy of like achievements and aspirations, it's time to achieve those things. Also, Capricorn energy being an earth sign energy, this is going to materialize. Put that shit in a book. And then the midheaven is sitting in that fifth house energy of child, tapping into your inner child. So you remember, like, okay, whenever we played, pretend play, we played school a lot, and I usually was a teacher. But like whatever space, like you do the imaginary play, you create those, and then also tapping into just your childlike self. Period. Like what rules were you willing to accept as a child? What rules didn't make sense to you as a child? All those different things, all that matters. And yeah, that's what we have for Capricorn, which is very, very exciting. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with when you guys finally get around to solidifying some commandments or laws or disciplines or whatever, because you guys are so fucking dope. Like whenever y'all come up to with stuff, I just be in my screen like, wow, you guys are amazing. Like I'm like like this is what we came here to do. But yeah, so now we're going through the cosmos again. I don't know if we're going somewhere else. I can't tell. Are we gonna get there? Oh, I think. Oh, the fortune is Scorpio. Okay, here go the last stop. Is our fortune in Scorpio. You're going to get your fortune from tapping into these transformations. Go and accept those deaths and those rebirths in your space. Step into your power. This is tapped into your third house. What's that third house? Your Gemini house of communication, community. time for the community, the unity in the community. Bring the tribes. Come on. Stop playing with yourselves. Going to let go of those things it's time to let go of. You know, you keep holding on to them because they're part of your daily routine, and life has taught you that you're not a good man or a good woman or an adult or functional or whatever, or you're going to be homeless or you're going to be jobless or you're going to be unemployed or you're going to be a minority. All these word spells were given to you so that you would never do what you're supposed to do because you're so busy stuck on these word spells that have been given to us since before we even came into this plane physically. We were in our great grandmothers when they were giving us these spells. So, you know, we're going to be the first to come out of them. So it's going to hurt. It's going to feel weird. It's not going to be anyone there to guide you. It's not going to be anyone there to hold your hand. You're going to be the one to break the ceiling. And yes, the glass might fall in your eyes, but it's cool because below you is a couple of nurses and they're going to get that right out. You just got to open the ceiling so everybody can get through. So that's what we have for the planetary forecast. Thank you for traveling through the cosmos with me. Now, let's see where we at. Oh, you guys left me comments. Peace, peace. Truth. Oh, your true note is in Leo. Cool. That's why. That's super fly. So now that we have gone to the planetary forecast, how have you guys been doing with the with Neptune being in retrograde and all those fun things like that? Now Vesta is also in retrograde, and I told you guys Vesta is the energy of our inner nun. Okay, and now it's slowing down in that space, making you guys feel more comfortable tapping into that energy and tapping out of always engaging in sex and hypersexualizing yourself and hypersexualizing situations and other individuals and your, you know, intimate relationships and stuff like that. So that's always fun. And that happened today at 1:18 a.m. Today we rose with the waxing gibbous moon, which is the moon of endings. It was in the Sagittarius energy, and the sun rose at 5:41, and it set at 8:30. And so now we're starting to deal with our shortened days, and that's always cool. Tomorrow will still be in the waxing gibbous moon at 98%. The moon will rise at 7:60 p.m. and it will be setting at 3:56 a.m. We'll still be in the Sagittarius energy. The activity of the Delta Aquarius from the Aquarius constellation will begin. It's about 16 per hour. Mind you, we already have a constellation. We already have a meteor shower going. I want to say it's the Capricornus meteor shower. And as I keep going, we're going to hear about more. Also tomorrow, the maximum declination of the moon is tomorrow, so it will not be any lower than it's going to go. The moon in cause Borealis will be at minimal angle at 2:31 p.m. The moon will be 1.8 degrees south. We'll be able to observe it at 9:21 p.m. with 5 degrees east south east separation. Conjunction is going to occur at 2:36 p.m. with the moon 1.8 degrees south. For those who do not know, cause Borealis is in the Sagittarius constellation. It's actually a yellow star, so you'll probably see like a little yellow tint on the moon. It brings on the energy of Jupiter and Mars, which is ambition, pride, power, also being tapped into business and justice. July 13th, which is Wednesday, is when we'll have our 100% full moon, which is the moon, the energy moon. The moon will be rising at 9 and will be setting at 5:03 a.m. And the moon will be in Capricorn energy, bringing all those things into order, into fruition, because you know Capricorn is energy. Earth energy, so it brings on the energy of materializing, bringing things into the physical, also taking initiative, taking leadership. Might experience a life lesson in that space with that moon where it's at. It might be little life lessons to apply to your everyday. It might be big life lessons, but take them in, absorb them. Don't take them as discouragement or why me, why God. It's so that you can learn. So when we move into this next cycle, you're not repeating the same behaviors and mindsets with your behaviors. Hi. The sun will be rising at 5:41 a.m. The sun will be setting at 8:28 p.m. The moon will be the smallest distance to the Earth on the full moon, so it actually will be a really big full moon at that. The moon in Albalda will be in conjunction. The moon will be 6.1 degrees south. Albalda is another star in the Sagittarius constellation. It's actually located in the back head of the Archer, and this brings off the EMF of harvest, gain, buildings, and it's actually a good star for travelers. So if you have intentions on going anywhere on Wednesday, it's a good day to do it. The morning visibility of Orion begins, and I'll play that video again after this. I thought the video was going to show a whole lot bigger. I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm going to fix that next Monday. It's going to be lit. The full moon occurs at 2:38 p.m. on Wednesday, and then the moon and Pluto will be in conjunction at 9:58 p.m. The moon is 3.5 degrees south. The minimal angle will occur at 10:38 p.m., where the moon is 3.4 degrees south. So the moon and Pluto will both be in that Capricorn fifth house energy at the same time, creating that transformation. As well as in your internal self. So a lot of the transformation that you guys achieve during the night will be internal, will be, like I said, things with your mind and your heart set. That's what it's going to be focused on. July 14th, which is Thursday, we're going to go into the Juan and Gibbous moon at 99%. The moon will rise at 9:49 p.m. and set at 6:19 a.m. We'll still be in Capricorn zodiac. The sun will rise at 5:42 a.m. and the sun will be setting at 8:28 p.m. Pluto will reach its max brightness at 5:42 p.m. and then there will be evening visibility of the Capricornus constellation. So that's fun. July 15th, which is Friday, will be in a Juan and Gibbous moon at 95%. The moon will rise at 10:27 p.m. and be setting at 7:39 a.m. We'll be in the Aquarius zodiac. The sun will rise at 5:43 and the sun will be setting at 8:27. We're getting less and less sunlight. Going down by the minute. The north pole of the moon will be tipped into view, and the activity of the Pisces ostrich will start at 5 per hour. So now we have three different meteor showers going on by Thursday. If it's not Capricornus, it will be I said Perseus already, right? Or am I tucking ahead? Oh, the Aquarius. I'm sorry. It'll be the Aquarius, the Capricornus, and now the Pisces. Oh, okay, the Pisces is this one. So you'll have those three energies raining down on us. Then we have Mercury and Castor will be in conjunction. Mind you, Castor is one of the Gemini twins. That was actually the mortal twin, and that brings on the energy of honor, intellect, and learning. They'll be in conjunction at 2:06 p.m. Mercury will be 8.8 degrees south. And then the moon and Saturn will be in conjunction at 3:59 p.m. The moon will be 4.5 degrees south. Minimal angle will be at 5:19 p.m. The moon is 4.3 south southeast, and you'll be able to observe it at 10:39 p.m. with a 5.6 southeast separation. So we know that Saturn is in Aquarius energy, so Moon will be, entering that Aquarius energy with Saturn. So you'll feel your internal self starting to deal with those challenges and things that you were, really dealing with on the inside during the full moon. Now you'll still see yourself going through those things, going through that transformation, but starting to detach yourself from it and learning from it and being, revolutionary from it. Now that's up to you. If you want to rise above the cosmos, if you ain't about that life, then that's not what you're going to do. You're going to fall privy to it. You're going to be in this victim mindset, helplessness, why me, whining and crying and wah. You're going to be on Facebook writing statuses and get a whole bunch of go within, meditate, prayer. You're going to get the answers that you should have been doing during the full moon, but you didn't do them. So now you're over here crying and whining about the physical outcomes because, like I told you, Capricorn is a physical plane. It brings things into the physical. Saturn is associated with Capricorn, so it's going to manifest those things. So if you're acting helpless, you're going to manifest helpless situations. Don't do that to yourself. You deserve better. The moon in Deneb al-Judi will be at minimal angle at 5:23 p.m. The moon will be 3 degrees south-southeast, and you'll be able to observe at 10:43 p.m., with a 4.6 degree east-southeast separation. A conjunction will occur at 4:26 p.m. with the moon 3.1 degrees south. And if you don't know about Deneb al-Judi, it's a part of the Capricorn constellation. It brings on the energy of happiness, being dignified and conservative. July 16th, which is Friday, we're dealing with the Juan and Gibbous moon at 88%. The moon will rise at 10:58 p.m. and set at 8:56 a.m. We're dealing with that in the Aquarius constellation. Sunrise will be at 5:43 a.m. and the sun will be setting at 8:26 p.m. Mercury will be at its maximum brightness, but it won't be visible. That'll be at 7 a.m. And that's if you're in my realm. If you're over here. Now, if you're somewhere else and it's visible to you, I'm jealous. Take a picture, send it to me. Ceres will be the furthest distance to the Earth at 9:12 a.m. So those wounds and all. No, Ceres is the nurturing energy. Uh, that will be the furthest from the Earth. So hopefully you guys held the energy that it gave you near and dear to your heart, because you're gonna have to hold that really close, because it's going to be so far apart. The physical aspect is going to be a far apart. It's like, the teacher came around, taught you a bunch of stuff, and now the teacher's going to go away for a little while. Now you have to actually like practice those lessons without the teacher being around watching you and asking you for homework and all this stuff. um Mercury and Pollux will be at minimal angle at 9:39 a.m. Mercury will be 5.2 degrees south. Conjunction would occur at 5:48 p.m., where Mercury will be 5.2 degrees south. And remember, Pollux is the immortal twin in the Gemini constellation, bringing on that energy of loyalty. Because if you remember the story of the Gemini twins, they used to go from place to place and battle the biggest baddest in that space. So if you ask certain people, they were a menace. If you ask other people, they were brave. And that's where you get that duality, those two stories from, right? And then in addition to that, when Castor died, Pollux told his father, hey, I want, just put me in the stars with my brother. I don't want to be down here by myself. So that brings on that loyalty aspect, that energy of I can't let people go. So when you see Geminis and you tap into that energy of like they're all over the place, moving different places, they're in two different spaces, they're two different people. Those are the Gemini twins, and that's their story. Okay, so with Mercury being amongst this twin, you're gonna find yourself communicating these things. You're gonna find yourself communicating like an immortal, because that's what you are anyway. So why aren't you doing that every day? But anyway, you're gonna find yourself expressing yourself in that manner. You're gonna find yourself expressing yourself in terms of loyalty, in terms of community, and coming together with that community and creating that space, and also knowing to look at things from different angles. Also, communicating your intellect, very important. Please start doing that and do it with bravery, because I don't know if you ever met a Gemini, but when a Gemini speaks, they speak like they know what they're talking about all the time, even when they don't know when they're talking about. They know what they're talking about. You understand me? So tap into that energy, because it's important for you to have, especially for those of you who enjoy standing on a podium and want to be leaders in this space. Go and do that. Also on Friday, Mercury will be in superior conjunction, which is behind the sun, at 3:24 p.m. It won't be visible, but Mercury will be 1.5 degrees north of the sun. I don't know if you're really good at squinting the sun's rays down, and maybe you might see a little boop behind the sun, and that's Mercury. Um, Pluto will enter the fifth house. Because as you guys know, Pluto's going in retrograde and will continue retrograde up until like October-ish, which it does every year. Okay. But it's been in the sixth house for the majority of the year. Now it's going back to the fifth house of your inner child, romance, artistic creativity, expression, and things like that. So you're gonna find that you're finding discipline and structure and materialization in that area of your life. Go back to your inner child and seek that transformation, and also seek that empowerment from tapping into your inner child. That's what that's going to do for you. Find out what your Pluto is personally and how this conjuncts. I'll give you an example. Personally, my Pluto is in Scorpio. All right. So with me having a Pluto and a water energy that brings on power and transformation, with this Pluto outside of me sitting in earth energy and manifestation and things like that, that earth energy is going to provide grounding to my water. Okay. It's going to ground me in some things of transformation. All right. It may make me feel slow. It may make me feel like I'm not moving as fast enough in that space of gaining my power, of going through a transformation, which I hate, because I hate being stuck in the middle of a transformation. Let me tell you. But like, that's what it's going to do for me. That's what it has been doing for me. I've been made to slow down tremendously. But the slowing down has made me stop and smell the flowers, pay attention to flowers, identify flowers, things like that. Um, on Saturday, we'll be in a winding gibbous moon at 80%. The moon will rise at 11:25 p.m. and it'll be setting at 10:10 a.m. And the moon will be moving into Pisces energy. The sun will rise at 5:44 a.m. and the sun will be setting at 8:26 p.m. Pluto will be the smallest distance to the Earth at this time, and that'll occur at 12:28 a.m. And then the activity of the Perseids begin, and this is from the Water family constellation, the Perseus constellations. So now we have four meteor showers. We are on Saturday now. We have four meteor showers popping off to look out for. The Moon and Neptune will be at minimal angle. Oh yeah, and just to let you know, Perseids, they usually have like 100 uh meteors per hour, so you're definitely going to see those if you don't see the other ones. Okay. The Moon and Neptune will be at minimal angle at 10:21 p.m. The Moon will be 3.8 degrees south southeast. You'll be able to observe that at 11:41 p.m. with a 3.9 degrees southeast separation. Conjunction will occur at 7:50 p.m. with the Moon 4.1 degrees south. So again, like reminding you guys, Neptune is in the Pisces constellation, and now the Moon has entered the Pisces constellation. So now you have your feminine self, your most comfortable self, and your intuitive self both sitting in this Pisces energy of spirit. Saturday is a really good day to just slow down and meditate. Just do a lot of meditation. No matter what meditation looks like to you. If you like to stare at fire, you like to write cursive, you like to dance, you like to just ramble on until you come to things, different things like that. It's all different forms. And I definitely, I say do it because when you get to the end of that, it's definitely going to provide some level of transformation in your life, because just to remind you that Neptune is sitting in the eighth house, which is also ruled by Pisces. And if the Moon is entering in that close to Neptune, it is safe to assume without looking at that particular note, that the Moon will also be in the eighth house of transformation. um on Saturday, Venus also enters Cancer season. So now you'll have Venus in Cancer in the 11th house, ruled by Gemini. And then you can go back to the beginning of this video once I'm finished and tap into the other energies that it will be lined up with in Cancer. July 18th, which is next Monday, we'll be in the waning gibbous moon at 70%. The moon will rise at 11:49 p.m. and the moon will set at 11:20 a.m. We'll still be in that Pisces moon energy. The sun will rise at 5:45 a.m. and the sun will be setting at 8:25 p.m. Saturn in Deneb Algeldi will be at minimal angle at 11:41 a.m. Saturn will be 1.4 degrees north-northwest. You can observe that at 4:54 a.m. with a 1.4 degree north-northwest separation. And just to give you a reminder, Deneb El-Jodi is a star in the Capricorn constellation. It's located at the tail of the goat, and it brings on the energy of being dignified, conservative, and happiness. It has like the combined EMF of Jupiter and Saturn. And then Moon and Jupiter will be in conjunction at 8:07 p.m. The Moon will be 3.3 degrees south. I'm sorry, and reminding you guys. And the Moon is in Aries, in the eighth house. So Jupiter is in Aries in the eighth house. So the Moon will be moving from Pisces to Aries, throughout the night. Just to let you guys know. But when the Moon rises, it'll be rising in Pisces. So that's what I have for you for the weekly planetary forecast. If you guys have any questions, by the end of the week, we will be having 4 meteor showers going on at the same time. We should have, what do we have? We have Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, the True Node, Ascendant, and now Vesta, all in retrograde. So we have 6 celestial bodies within our immediate space going through retrograde, in addition to those 4 meteor showers. And then we just got the suns, we got the planets, coming together and creating conjunctions and trines and sextiles and all that fun stuff. So now this is the part where I do the reading. I want to do a chakra reading this week. Usually sometimes I do them straight by zodiac, sometimes I do them by the elements. I don't know why today I woke up and I was like, I should do one by the chakras, because I feel like this is information that a lot of you guys don't know. As far as like me just giving y'all a brief introduction on applying the cosmos to your chakras, and then I give you guys your reading for the week, and I'll see you guys on Monday. I'm gonna pick from 2 decks for each zone. I have my African divination cards, and then I also have my tarot deck. So we're gonna do both for each chakra, and that's gonna be fun. So first we have Capricorn. Well, first we have the root chakra. course, we have the root chakra. And the root chakra is all about discipline and being grounded and um, being, in your space and order and all that fun stuff. Now, on the masculine side, which is your outward self of your root chakra, that's ruled by Capricorn energy. So, any planetary placement, celestial, house, or whatever that's in Capricorn, it's inside of your root chakra. This is the gate. This is at your door. This is what people have to deal with when they first meet you before you let them in. You get what I'm saying? Um, your feminine energy on your root chakra is ruled by Aquarius. Now, this is your inside self. This is like on the outside self. This is what the other people are dealing with. On the inside self, this is what you're dealing with in order to let this person in, or this situation, or this place in past the gate. Okay. So now we're going to pull an African divination card for our root chakra. And this is for if you have any placements in that place. You don't have to have your ego in that place. So y'all please get off your egos. My son not in Capricorn. My son not in Capricorn. I don't care about your ego. Where that ascended at? Where that moon at? Where that you know that? Don't give me your ego all the time. Come on now. Do something different. Um, but yeah, let's pull this card. For African divination, we have men's quarrels. Okay. Be mindful of dealing with issues amongst men, being stuck in them issues amongst men. I see the 36 at the top. 3 plus 6 is 9, but 3 and 6 are both numbers of creation. When you come together, they're complete. So, whatever issues that you have going on with other people, any back and forth things you got going on, try to bring those to an end this week, especially with that full moon sitting in Capricorn anyway. It's a good time to bring those things to a close. Yeah, it's definitely a perfect time to do that. So, in addition to the divination card, I also want to do a tarot card for you guys for your root chakra. So, let's pull a card for your root chakra. What we gonna do for the root chakra? We have 10 of Pentacles. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, we got the 10 of Pentacles. Peace, peace, goddess. The 10 of Pentacles, as you can see, this is spirit, giving you the materials that you need. What I said meditate, right? I said meditate. I said tap into, this energy. What else I said? I said Capricorn is the energy of materialization. For those of you who do not know, Earth sign is associated with Pentacles. All Earth signs are associated with Pentacles. 10 is the number of completion. All right. So you're going to be dealing with some issues during this full moon. But I want you to meditate and tap into spirit like I told you to, because that's where your help is going to come from. You see this goddess over here? She got the blue indigo hair. She's actually a part of the tree. I know back up here up close you can't really see it, but back here I don't know if you could tell that, but her dress is actually the tree trunk. She's actually the tree, and she's giving him life. He has his hands open up to her because he knows what to do. He knows how to meditate to get what he needs. So yes, tap into spirit with that root chakra. So now we're going to get into the sacral chakra. And for those who don't know, sacral chakra is ruled by Jupiter. It brings on the energy of generosity, luck, and wisdom. Sacral chakra is your pleasure-seeking sensor. It's what you do to make yourself feel good, right? It's, being deserving of that pleasure-seeking sensor. And if you're tapped into your feminine side of that pleasure-seeking sensor, it is ruled by Pisces. So any planetary, celestial bodies, houses, or whatever you have in Pisces, that is located in your sacral chakra. Those are the celestial bodies you're communicating with in your sacral chakra. Okay. I'm going to do a live and I'm going to show you guys how to do your own graph. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm starting a master class where I'll be teaching this stuff in more detail. All right. And I'll be going beyond what I do in the planetary forecast so that you too can do this for yourself and people around you, especially for those of you who live in different places, because some of you guys don't live where I live. And so the risings and the falls of some of these planets and the timings and stuff will be a little different. It'll be good for you to learn how to do those things in that space that you're at so you could do that for the people in your area. Just like me watching Fox News in California and looking at their weather, that doesn't do anything for me and my weather. You know what I mean? But it's nice to watch. Like I have multiple states weather channels on my phone. But let's get back to the sacral chakra and Pisces. With the Pisces, that's your feminine side. That's inside. How do you feel the conversations you have inward? And then your masculine side is how are you presenting your sacral chakra to others? How are you materializing that sacral chakra? And that's ruled by Sagittarius energy, okay? Just to let y'all know, my Lilith is in my masculine sacral chakra, which is so funny. I have so many great stories for that. But here's your African divination card: carelessness. Ooh, ooh. Who out here playing with their sacral chakra? Don't do that. You see, sis fell. She fell. She falling. Don't do that. Six is the number of creation. She's actually trying to walk on earth. She's trying to walk on stones to get past the river. This dark space is water, and she's walking on the stones to get across. Trying to walk on them grounded, but you see how small them stones is? Her feet way bigger than them stones. Yeah, be careful with that sacral chakra this week, y'all. Don't play with it. So now I'm gonna pull a tarot card for y'all sacral chakra this week because we're gonna find out why you can't be playing with. Don't play with it. Some of y'all gonna be a little careless. Some of y'all gonna feel that full moon and be acting all goofy out here. Don't do that. Some of y'all gonna start feeling that Pisces moon this weekend. Don't do that. Don't regress. You already told yourself what you're gonna do, so stick to it. Okay. If you made yourself a promise of chastity, keep that belt on, girl or man. Knave of Swords. Ooh, we bringing air into the space. My man's is looking over his shoulder. He got the sword at his side. He's ready. He's alert and ready. I don't see no carelessness in this vibe. This is the outcome of not being careless. This is the outcome of staying ready. All right. Um, he's he's a name of swords. He's ready. He's not careless. Spirit just says be ready. Honestly, that's what I'm getting from this. Don't be careless with that sacral chakra. Be ready. Be strapped because the succubus is coming. And you crazy if you think they not. You crazy. And some of y'all be low key asking for the succubus. And y'all think that because they're spiritual that they're gonna treat you different. They're not. So don't think you walking into a new realm and getting the same attention, but from different people. You're getting same attention from the same energies. They just wear crystals and natural hair. It's the same energy though. False prophets do exist in every realm. Doesn't matter if you're in the church or outside in the woods. you know, um, people will, mistake you. So now we're going to move into the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra is ruled by Mars, and this is the space of power. Of course, it's power and self-expression, definitely. And if you're dealing with your feminine side of your sacral chakra, you're dealing with that Aries energy, right? That Aries energy of new beginnings, being the beginning like bearer, being the one that say to take initiative, right? And then if you're dealing with your masculine self, the outward self, what are you showing on the outside of you? You're dealing with Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy is on the outside of yourself. All right. And your sacral chakra. That's who you're showing to the world. That's what you're. So whatever placements you have in those spaces, those are in your solar plexus chakra, your powerhouse. Okay. So now we're gonna pull a African divination card for your powerhouse. Oh, nightmares. Are you guys having nightmares about powers or somebody having power over you in your powerhouse? Are you losing power? A lot of nightmares about killing or being killed or watching other people killed is usually a sign of loss of power. If you guys are having nightmares in this space, empower yourself. Wake yourself out of that space and empower yourself with some affirmations. I am love. I am inspiration. I deserve space. I am spacious. I deserve what I make. That's why I made it. I'm always moving in gratitude. Vibe high, it increases my latitude. Flying carpets on chiffon and satin shoes. Tap into your solar plexus chakra. Okay. Yeah, I felt that. I felt like somebody was losing their power and they've been dreaming about losing their power and they're putting themselves in powerless positions because they already feel like they lost their power. Don't put yourself in powerless positions because you feel helpless, especially with this Capricorn full moon, because you're really going to manifest. You're really going to manifest that mindset if you keep that mindset. Please don't. Don't get discouraged. If you guys are dealing with some challenges and life lessons during this week, don't get discouraged. Don't start manifesting that into that space. You stand in your power, baby. Stand in the motherfucking power. So now we're gonna pull a tarot card for your solar plexus chakra. Oof, Four of Swords. What is y'all? Okay, we're bringing air everywhere. Why is this sitting in the Four of Swords? Swords is the energy of stability. However, in this space, in this place and time, it is stable. That energy of helplessness is more so coupled with this energy of feeling powerless. Some of you guys are allowing yourselves to stay in those powerless positions. However, there's so many ways sis could get away from the sword. She ain't gotta stay there, right? She ain't gotta stay there. You ain't gotta stay there. Get out of them powerless positions. Stop letting people touch your gangster. Don't do that. That's not where it's at. So now we're gonna get into the heart chakra. You get into the heart chakra is ruled by Venus, of course. This is the energy of self-esteem, love. We're on earth, so money makes people feel good too, or whatever. I'll play with y'all. But yes, it's about what makes you feel good. It's about, tapping into love for self, love for others, love on a universal scale, love for your community, love for your tribe, all those things, right? Right now we have on our feminine self, our internal self, our heart chakra is in Taurus energy. So if you have any Taurus placements, that goes into your internal, your feminine heart chakra, how you feel on the inside when you be loving on people, etc., etc. Now, the outside of you, how other people perceive the love that you actually manifest on the outside of you is ruled by Libra energy, giving people life, right? Creating balance and fairness in those relationships. And everybody always feels like they're the only relationship in your life, right? They don't really be paying attention too much to your other relationships. Sometimes they might remember, like, oh yeah, that's right, you got kids. Like, but in reality, when someone's talking to you, it's just you and them, right? Um, that's that Libra energy on the outside of yourself. Keep those skills balanced. Ashe. Let's pull this African divination card. Changeable future. We changing the ties in our heart chakra, which I told y'all about that earlier when I was talking about the planetary forecasting, about you guys, you know, speaking into life the kind of relationships that you want to have, and the kind of love you wish to indulge in, etc., etc. 7 and 8, that's 15. 1 and 5 is 6. Creation. That's fun. I love 7. 7 is heaven. 8 is balance. Let's do it. But yes, definitely a changeable future in your space. I see this man. He's on a boat. He's in the middle of the water, and there's a storm coming in the middle of the water while he's on this boat. So again, like I told you guys, with the full moon and Capricorn energy, you're gonna be sit with some quote unquote challenges and fears, but they're not necessarily entirely like, oh, this big why me, why does earth hate me, why is God bothering me type energy. Is more so like, this is to help you change that mindset and those things that you're doing, so that when this next cycle comes into your life, you can move accordingly, correctly, or different. Try a different mistake. Please stop doing the same mistake over and over again. It's tiring. But that is your divination card in your heart chakra. Please change the way you've been doing things, how you've been approaching people, places, and things. It's imperative. So now I'm gonna pull a tarot card for your heart chakra. Ooh, the world. Y'all be tapping the spirit out here, cuz I love it here. Yes, definitely tap into the cosmos. As above, so is below. I love this. I actually never pulled this card before. I don't think I've ever pulled this card before. This is very pretty. I've had this deck for about 3-4 years now. I also don't use it very often because it means a lot to me. But I usually just use this deck for myself or when I do personal readings. But yeah, tap in the spirit. Spirit is already telling y'all what to do. You already know. Some of you guys are taking y'all longer than others to learn how to communicate it, how to tap into it. But that universal love, that's more so towards universal love, changing how you love other people without it being sexual, and that's what that Vesta going in retrograde. That's definitely going to bring you that energy. How to learn how to hold hands with someone of the opposite sex without it being romantic, without it being sexual or sensual. How to be present for someone else and do for them, instead of being like, oh, I only do it if it's my wife. I only do it if it's my husband. I'm only going to do it if it's my kids. Like, getting out of that mentality. Just wash that shit out. Wash it away. And start doing for a community. Start doing, tap into that. What did we say that house was? Tap into the 11th house. That Gemini in the 11th house. Now we're gonna go to our throat chakra. We actually do have a few planets placed in Taurus energy. If you guys want to go back to the beginning of this video. But tap into the throat chakra. The throat chakra is ruled by Mercury, which is the space of expression and communication, right? As far as our feminine side of our throat chakra, we're tapped into Gemini on the inside, the energy of intellect and communication, Ashe. On the masculine side, we tapped on Virgo. That's how we show ourselves on the outside, all right? When in our communication, that's how we materialize in our communication, cuz. So now I'm gonna pull an African divination card for a throat chakra. And just be mindful with placements you haven't. Like my Mars is in Gemini, so I'm motivated to utilize my throat chakra. I love to talk. I love to express myself. I love being on stage. I love doing those things. And then I'm a Virgo stellar. I have like six placements in Virgo. So like if it's not in Virgo, it's in Capricorn. And then I got like a Gemini, a Gemini Mars, and then like two placements in Leo. Um, but yeah. So me talking, me communicating, my throat chakra, it was a lot of energy put towards quieting my throat chakra, definitely when I was younger. And then I had to learn how to break from that, you know. And now I'm in a space now where I feel like I'm getting better. I'm at like a 40% on trying to get my way to a 50. Because 50 is balance. We're not talking about 100%. We're not on that scale. 50% is the equilibrium scale. And I'm at a 40. I feel good about myself, but I know that there's definitely room for improvement, more so in my personal self. So now we're going to pull an African divination card for our throat chakras. Bad news. Somebody going to come to us with some bad news. That's going to be a part of the Capricorn challenge. Something not going to work out the way we want it to work out. I hate when stuff like that happens. That's something that I definitely was healing myself from, because when I give myself like 7 years ago. 7 years ago, when things didn't go my way, I wasn't having like a tantrum, like I was rolling around on the floor, but I definitely had an attitude, because it's like I planned this. I planned it to go my way. I was very detail oriented with the plans. And I thought being detail oriented with the plans meant that it was really going to go the way I planned it. But when it didn't, I was shut down. I was shut down. I didn't want to do anything anymore. Now I'm ready to go home and go to sleep and be sad and be mad the next day because I didn't do anything at all, instead of just doing, you know, just going with the flow of things. I'm getting better with that. I'm learning how to go with the flow of things, because it's important, because I'm starting to accept the fact that things don't go my way, especially when it comes to time. I still haven't got this earthly time down packed, and it drives me fucking bonkers. But my kids, they don't even give a fuck about time. They don't even know what time it is right now. They don't care about time. All they know is like, on this day, somebody gonna tell me I gotta be there. Like, they don't care. I love that. I'll be envious of that sometimes, because I want to not care about this earthly time as well. So let's pull a card for our throat chakra. 8 of Pentacles taps into that earth energy, gang, gang. But 8 is the energy of balance. Did I just say that, getting into balance? Sometimes when I be talking, the deck be hearing me. But with this bad news, it's gonna bring a balance. Because you see, my man's is still picking grapes, still getting it. It's still gonna be fruit from the tree. It's just not gonna be the news you wish to receive. All right. So pray. So be okay with that. It's okay to move around that. You're going to be able to move around that. It's not going to be the end of all days. So you don't got to do all that. So now I'm going to get into the third eye chakra. The third eye chakra is about polarity, about your inner and outer self. Um, it's about your sight, energy awareness, being able to walk into a space and see what you don't see in the physical, but you could see in the energetic realm. You actually have multiple eyes up here. When y'all ready to get into it, let me know. Your face could be full of eyes. In fact, there were some angels that would come to earth in their natural form and their face be full of eyes. Now, once you start opening all your eyes, granted, we're in this meat suit for a reason, because if we came in our natural form, everybody would be out here going crazy. But, you can actually have a face full of eyes. But if you're tapped into your feminine side of your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, excuse me. The third eye chakra and your crown chakra are ruled by the same spaces. The moon, which is and Cancer energy, or your sun, Leo energy. All right. So we're kind of gonna align our third eye and our crown together. Because our crown chakra is like a mutable energy. It's kind of like transition music to the next octave, if that makes sense to you. Because it's not even like a whole octave you're gonna go up. It's like like a miniature octave. You're gonna go up to the next one because it goes up to 13 in this space. And then, you know, so you have your 8, then you have your, you know, your elevator music, and then you go up to the rest of the floors 9 through 13, and then you go into your next octave or whatever have you. um but yeah, we're gonna combine the third eye and the crown chakra energy together. So let's pull an African divination card for that. Caution needed. Caution needed. And I have a 44 here, 4-4, balance. All right, balance, fairness, justice. When the 4 and 4 turns into 8. You see my man is walking past a bush, but behind the bush is a tiger. Somebody's hiding behind the bushes on you. Somebody trying to get around your eye. Somebody trying to fool your eye. You're not walking around with your eye open. Don't do that. Don't do that, because that's how you drop your crown when you're not looking. And they will push you back down. Like, oh no, you can't go up to the next octave. You gotta stay down here with your 7s. You gotta stay in the 7 cycle. Nah, we trying to get up there. I'm trying to get to the 22 cycles. You hear me? But yeah, so let's pull this tarot because I want to see, like, what do we need caution from? What are we being cautious of? We're being cautious of a King of Pentacles. And I think it's so fly that my man's is like, he has his hand out, like he's manifesting this pinnacle, but he's using the elements down here to manifest that pinnacle in his one hand. And the pinnacle coming out here in this one. But this is where you need caution. This is what you're protecting. You're protecting all your elements. You're protecting your pinnacle. You can see it better when I do it like this, I guess. But you're providing protection in your manifestations. You're again tapped into that Capricorn energy. I love that this, you know, Capricorn moon. But yes, be cautious, be careful with your third eye. Some energies is going to try to get past it this week. Some energies going to try to do the most this week. And I really like doing a chakra reading. That was fun. We're going to do that more often. Also, if you would like a personal chakra reading, I do these personally. That is something that you can most definitely expect from me. And I personalize them in a way that I tell you where your actual planetary placements are in the chakras. And then I do a reading for you. And that's called my natal chakra therapy. No, that's not the therapy. The therapy is not tarot. The therapy is actually motivational therapy. But I do talk about your natal chart and your chakras, and we actually do therapy to heal them. But the reading is just that. It's a reading. So I hope you guys enjoyed my planetary forecast. I tried to do a little razzle dazzle for y'all today. I really enjoyed it, and I do foresee myself doing this, making this the weekly vibe for the planetary forecast, because that was something that I had like envisioned like years ago. Like, I want to start animating the stuff, and I want to get really good at it. And so, like, yeah, this is like step 1 to the animation. So thank you guys so much for tapping in. Thank you guys so much for your comments. I'm going to try to bring us back to our video. And please don't forget about our people who lost someone. I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
I am intentional. Yes, I'm invincible. I am intentional. I am intentional. I am intentional. I am the one. Yes, I'm invincible. I am intentional. I am the one. I am intentional. I am the sun. I am intentional. I am the sun. I am intentional. I am the sun. I am original. I am the one. I have ambition. I am consistent. People don't cross me without my permission. I am the one. I am the one. I am the one. I am the one. I am intentional. I am intentional. I am the one. Distant. People don't cross me without my permission. I am the one. I am intentional. I am the sun. I am the one. Cross me without my permission. I am the one. I am intentional. I am the sun. I am original. I am the one. My journey is it. My journey is no competition. Cross me without my permission. I am grateful for all I think. If I am unique, I am complete. I am everything that I wish to see. I am unique. I am unique. I am unique. I am complete. I am everything that I wish to see. I am unique. I am unique. I am unique. I am complete. I am everything that I wish to see. I am unique. I am unique. I am unique. I am unique. I am complete. I am unique. I am unique. I am unique. I am unique. I am complete. I have ambition. I am consistent. I am complete. I have ambition. I am consistent. People don't cross me without my permission. I have ambition. I am consistent. I am unique. I have ambition. I am consistent. I have ambition. I have ambition. I am consistent. I have ambition. I am consistent. I am the one. I have ambition. I am consistent. People don't cross me without my permission. I have ambition. People don't cross me with. I am unique. I am the one. I am unique. I am unique. I am complete. I am unique. I am unique. I am complete.